Say, Bri.
Hey.
There you go. Nice, dude. Boom. Nice. Okay, so welcome back to this most incredible podcast. This is probably going to be the best podcast we have to date.
The episode to rule them all.
Because we have in with us in the studio, the upstairs bedroom, Brian, the Brian of all Brians.
Welcome, Brian.
Yeah.
Brian is my neighbor. He's my good friend. And today on the podcast, we were thinking about talking to Brian about some of the things that just make him so awesome. Because Brian might be the kindest, happiest guy I know. Huh, Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah, total stud. And so after speaking with Zach, we thought, hey, let's get Brian on. Let's talk to him about some cool things he likes to do and the things that make him happy. And maybe it will provide insight into other people's lives on how we can take joy or receive joy from just about anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, Zach, anything?
No, just that one came to mind when we were thinking about people we could talk to, because I've only talked to you like twice, Brian, and both times, like, I just really enjoyed talking to you and hearing about some of the things that you do and the stuff that you love. So I'm excited to hear more about that.
Yeah, Brian is a total stud. Okay, so Brian, let's go ahead and let's introduce you to the people. Brian, you grew up in Utah, right?
Well, I was born in in Phoenix.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
And then I moved from Phoenix to Butte, Montana, and then we moved from Butte, Montana to Salt Lake.
Gotcha. Okay, and you'd been living with your parents for a while, and just last year you moved in with my neighbor and have been living there for a while, and that's how me and you got to know each other.
Yeah.
Right? And what are some of the things that you and I do together?
We ride the golf cart around.
Yeah, we do. Is that probably your favorite thing about being my friend?
Well, I do enjoy riding around on the golf cart because we put a shirt on a stick and it flaps in the wind when we drive.
Yeah, it does. So one of the things that I've learned about Brian is that he loves button-up shirts. Would you say that's your most favorite thing?
Yeah.
Is it specific, like button-up long-sleeve shirts, or is it any kind of shirt? T-shirts, polos?
It has to be a button-up shirt.
Okay. What do you like about the button-up shirt? It flaps the best?
I actually got the idea for dress shirts when I was watching The $6 Million Man. That's what turned me on to shirts, because I was watching it. It wasn't a shirt, it was a coat. When he jumped off this building and it flapped in the wind.
And you saw that and you just fell in love with flapping shirts in the wind.
Anything flapping. It doesn't have to be a shirt. It could be a flag. It could be a shower curtain, plastic.
Shower curtain, right? We've been hearing about that tonight.
Anything flapping in the wind.
Awesome.
But you specifically like shirts.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So you saw the $6 Million Man, his shirt flapping. How old were you?
I think, when was the $6 Million Man even made?
Oh gosh, I think in the 70s, maybe.
I don't know.
80s, probably the 80s.
Look and see. I don't know when it was made.
Let's check it out. I know I've heard of the movie.
It's a TV show.
Oh, it's a TV show. Okay.
Oh, I was right. 1973. I was right.
1973.
Okay, I think in 1973, I was 9 years old, and I was watching The $6 Million Man, and I was in the family room, sitting in the family room watching that, and I started liking it so much that then I decided, oh, I need button-up shirts. So then I started stealing them from my dad's closet. And that's how I would get shirts, because I didn't ride a bike yet. So then I would go to my dad's closet when my mom wasn't around, and I'd steal my dad's shirts and take them into my room. And then I thought, oh, how am I going to make this flap? Fan! And so then I got fans, and I would turn, and then I thought, okay, now how do I make it stay so it would flap? And then I thought, oh, chair. So then I got the chair, and I thought, okay, now it's perfect. The chair, the fan, and the shirt. So all the connections with the shirt was fans, chair, shirts.
Okay, that's awesome. So you would tie it to the shirt and put it in front of the fan, and it would flap in the wind. That's genius. What about, like, how do you do it today? That was how you first did it when you were a kid, but what kind of things do you use to, make the shirt flap in the wind now, besides the golf cart?
Well, either riding around, like, you probably didn't see me earlier today. I was wearing the white button-up shirt open, and I was riding around on my bike with it on, and it was flapping in the wind.
So your bike, right? Yeah, I've definitely seen your bike, and you've got multiple shirts, because you have a bike, and then you have a trailer that you carry around on your bike.
Yeah.
Behind your bike, and then you tie an RC car to that trailer, because you like RC cars.
Well, actually, the RC car doesn't even work anymore, because Jeff Thomas said to fix the RC car, we would have to replace the battery, and we couldn't find a replacement battery to make the RC car work anymore. So then I decided, oh, why not? And then the Bishop has this wire, this electrical wire that we tied to the RC car. And then I thought, well, I want it to stretch back and forth. So then I got a bungee cord and put it through the back of the trailer, and then bungeed it together and dragged the RC car that way.
It's quite the setup. It really is. It's pretty awesome. It is. So Brian has the bike with shirts on it. So just to give you guys an idea. I tied it with a wire back here on the bar. Just one shirt, and then one shirt on me. Right. And just the reason why we're talking about this stuff, Brian, is because every day that I come home and I see Brian and I tell him, or he'll either run up to me and say, let's go drive the golf cart and flap in the wind, have a shirt flap in the wind. He's so happy. Like, makes him so happy that he just smiles. It's good to see him. And man, when we hop in that golf cart and we're riding around, it's like happiest moments of your life, huh, Bri?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so his ability to be joyful in things that are simple is what I like about. And that's one of the things I love hanging out with Brian, because I'll hop on the golf cart and we'll just drive. We'll drive all around and talk about other likes that he has, things that make him happy, like Fast and the Furious. What other things, Brian, make you super happy?
Well, I like to laugh at the shower curtain.
You've mentioned that a few times tonight, huh?
Tell us that story again.
I like it when I hit the shower curtain and it flaps in the wind.
Like in your house when you're getting in and out of the shower, is that when you do it? You actually tried to make one fly.
I actually started doing that when I was in the Westerling Way house, and I would get bored and I'd sit on the toilet and I'd hit the shower curtain and I'd laugh at it because it would go up the wall and knock all the shampoo down.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so knocking all the shampoo down. Yeah, that's funny because I haven't heard you talk about the shower curtains until just today. That was new to me. Another thing that I love about Brian, Brian is probably one of the kindest people in the world and friendliest people in the world, right? So
Yeah.
we have church every Sunday, and there's three different groups of people, or three different wards, congregations that go to church on Sunday. And Brian will go to the first one and stay all the way until the end of the third one, which is, it's about 5 hours. And he will just stay in the hallway and he'll just talk to anybody that wants to talk to him and just be friendly to him and tell him how much he likes shirts flapping in the wind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has like 10 times the amount of friends I do.
Sounds like a popular guy. Brian, you also, from what you were telling me that you spent a lot of today doing, and another reason that I think you use your time well and you like to serve and help other people and do good things. Tell us about what you did most of today and that you do every week for people in your neighborhood.
Well, I take out their garbage.
Oh, that's not how you say it. Come on, Brian. How you say it?
I take out their garbage.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's translate it for the listeners in case they didn't already pick up on it. So you take out their garbages, right?
Yeah, the garbage.
Yeah, tonight, Tuesday night is Garbage Day Eve, right? Every
Yeah.
Tuesday, you go around the neighborhoods, taking out people's garbage for them and putting on the side.
Out in front of their house.
How many do you think you do?
No, I do a lot, and actually, but the bad thing is, if you don't care, the bad thing is some people know I like shirts, and so they leave them out for me on their fence, and then I pick them up, and I put them in my little carrier. And then I go around and I still do the garbages.
How long does it usually take you to put out all the garbages that you put out every week?
Quite a while, because I don't only put out the garbage, I stop and visit people too.
I mean, it probably takes you 3 to 4 hours. Like you finished at 9:30 tonight and you started at what? Like 5?
Yeah, well, because Jeff is putting in a lift. He's making the garage, so instead of 4-car garage, a 5-car garage, because he'll put 2 up and then 2 underneath.
Oh, gotcha.
5-car garage plus 1 bike and trailer, an RC car, right? Or do you park it on the side of the house?
I park in the shed.
Oh, okay. Okay. I noticed, too, that in your trailer, you have a shop vac. Is that right? And what do you use the shop vac for?
I like to go around asking people, can I clean your car? Can I wash your car? Can I vacuum your car?
Okay, so you're ready to go for a kind of mobile detailing service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing is, unlike a lot of Americans, Brian has a full-time job. So Brian cleans cars. Do you want to give a shout out to the place where you clean cars, Brian?
It's Scott Clark's Executive Detailing, and we have shop vacs, hoses, buckets. And I love to clean the car so much that I like working there because I get to do what I love to do.
Which is awesome. And you do it Monday through Friday, right?
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday I'm off.
Yeah, so Brian not only works hard for free taking people's garbage out, but he also works hard during the day and has become really good at cleaning cars because you cleaned my wife's car and we took out all the chairs and everything, huh?
The seats.
Yep. We did take out the seats and he crushed it. He's good at it, so the dude's got skills. Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny taking the seats out.
Yeah, but he's got plenty of cars to clean, and lots of people ask him to do it.
Yeah.
Brian, I know you like certain movies, a certain movie series. You were wearing their T-shirt yesterday. What series is that?
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, why do you love Fast and the Furious?
Because I like it when the car jumps and then crashes and
You love the explosions, huh?
yeah.
Lots of those. What about in the, oh man, what was the last one I even saw? I didn't see the most recent one, the one before that. What did you think when, I think it was The Rock, he was in that sports car and somehow connected it to a cable and then swung it across a canyon and landed on the other side. Do you remember that? When they were on like the island where he's from?
I think so. I don't know. I just
Hobbs and Shaw, I think.
yeah, Hobbs
see that
and
one.
Shaw. That's the recent one. I like that one, and then I like the newest one. Have you seen Fall Guy yet?
No, but I've heard it's good. I've heard about it.
I love Fall Guy because right at the very tail end, he jumps the car and goes, this is a jump that nobody has ever made it all the way across to the other side, and he did.
Nice.
So who's your favorite actor? Like, who's your favorite person?
I like Bo and Luke Duke because they drive the Dodge Charger, the General Lee.
The Dukes of Hazzard? I haven't heard you say that before. I didn't know you love them.
Yeah, that was in around the same time as Fall Guy. The $6 Million Man, A-Team, Knight Rider, all those TV shows. And I even found, I was at Katie's, I was bored, and I have Roku, and I was saying, play music from the TV shows on YouTube. I have a microphone thing that I tell it to do what I want it to do, and it does. So I got like the Brady Bunch music, whole bunch of different musics off of TV shows.
Yeah, you mentioned too that, or earlier, I think this was before we started the podcast, but you like to listen to loud music. Is that right?
I like it so loud that I almost blow the car's speakers.
Who did you bring in my truck? Primus? What was the band band you brought into my truck?
Alice in Chains.
Alice in Chains. That's right. He likes Alice in Chains. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, so Brian, if all these things that you do all the time, right, make you happy, you seem to be happy all the time. Would you say you're happy most of the time?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you found things that just make you happy, right?
Shirts are what make me happy. Even though shirts aren't what other people like.
Oh, right. So it's what you like. So if you met somebody who maybe wasn't that happy or just couldn't find a lot of joy in things, what would you say to that person?
Why don't we get a golf cart and then get a shirt and put it on a stick and drive around in the golf cart and have it flap in the wind?
100%. I don't know how that wouldn't make somebody's day better. I know it would make mine better. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, I was thinking along the same lines. Like somebody's having a bad day or a couple bad days, and I think you have a gift, Brian, for just bringing the good into a situation because you have a good attitude. What helps you to have a positive attitude?
Knowing that I can have fun with the shirts.
Yeah.
I also we have a I've gotten in trouble lately because I've been giving you too many sweets, too much junk food. So you've been trying to eat a little healthier recently, right?
I try to, but it's hard because I hate the Hashimoto's that I have, and your wife has it too.
Yep, she does. And that's kind of what makes it so you have to be careful with what you eat, right? Be a little healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me and Brian, we just want to drink Mountain Dew all the time, huh?
Or eat candy.
Candy. Or Cheetos.
Or
Yeah.
Cheetos.
I actually think that Zach's likes Mountain Dew more than I do.
I'm a big yeah, too much Mountain Dew for this guy. What's your favorite candy?
What Ben had earlier, Reese's.
Reese's is your favorite? Do you like Cheetos more than Reese's?
The only reason I glom on to Cheetos is because when I was living with Mom quit cooking, and so it was like, what else do I eat for dinner? Oh, Cheetos!
There you go.
And so I would eat Cheetos and ice cream for dinner.
Well, that's not good. But yeah, Brian ate dinner at our house the other night, and he said, normally I like to eat fruit with my dinner. So do we have any fruit I could eat because it's healthier?
Because that's what Allison has me eat. Because now that I live with Jeff and Allison, I can't eat the junk anymore.
Yeah, they're trying to help you to be healthier, huh? Yeah. And then you come over to my house and I give you junk. And I'm like, what am I doing? I can't just give you junk all the time.
Yeah, sounds like you got a good situation over there. They're taking care of you. That's great.
Yeah, but it's hard because I love junk food.
Oh yeah, me too. My wife tries to get me to eat healthy all the time.
You just ate 3/4 of a pizza.
It's because my wife's not here.
Yeah, I like the junk food too,
Yeah.
but it's not good for me. So I've gotta change some things.
Well, and that's my problem too, is when I was at Katie and Mike's this past weekend, I got to eat junk. We had cake and ice cream and soda and all this junk because it was Mike's birthday.
Oh, good. It was. I was gonna say, want, want. Katie and Mike are in trouble, but no. That sounds fun. You had a little birthday to celebrate. Brian, it seems like you spend. Would you say you spend more of the day inside or outside the house?
During the summer, I spend more time outside the house.
Well, what'd you do yesterday? It was 100 degrees outside, and you used the hand mower, the walking behind mower, to mow like a 1/4 acre of grass.
It's because it will burn this off.
Your belly.
Yeah, and
Maybe I should be using a hand push mower.
well, you should. You should get another one because mine broke. The one that you gave me is perfect because I like using it.
Awesome. Do you like being outside? Like, aside from, you're putting out garbage cans, you're riding around on your bike and trailer and flapping shirts in the wind, and do you like to be outside? Like, is it fun for you to be outside?
Yeah, I love to be outside. I don't like to be in the house.
Why do you like being outside?
I get to see people. I get to visit people outside. I like to ride my bike and do activities outside.
That's awesome. That's great. I've noticed. So I used to live in a townhome community. It's a little different where I live now, but we found that every time we were out for a walk, whether we just put the kids in a stroller or they were old enough to walk with us, man, just the conversations that you would have just running into people. And it sounds like you get to do quite a bit of that. Like, you're a popular guy. People know who you are.
Yeah.
He's only been here for a short amount of time, and like I said, he has more friends than I do. We'll be driving along, and he'll say, "Oh, that's so and so who does this and has this," and tells me all about all the neighbors. In fact, he's even got a good friend in your brother.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
he's just a couple streets over from here.
Yeah, you're his cousin.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was my cousin and his brother. And he lives close, and you've met him, right?
Yeah, and I've gotten 2 shirts from him.
I'm sure he was happy giving those to you. What about when you first started putting people's garbage cans out? Did you ever have anyone that was like, didn't like that? Hey, man, that's my garbage can. What are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what did you do?
I just said, I like to do service. And they said, yeah, but you're going on my property to get it out, to take it out. And I said, well, I thought that you were older and needed help to take your garbage out.
Well, I was thinking, somebody asked me this question today. What if it's like inside their garage? What do you do?
Back when I was growing up, before then, I was doing garbages, and if it was in their garage, I'd go up to their door. Hi, can I take out your garbage for you? And they go, yeah, well, it's in my garage. And I'd say, can you open the garage and I can get it and take it out? And so they'd open the garage and I'd get it and take it out.
Nice. But now you only take garbage out that's next to the house. You don't do anybody's that's in the garage.
No, because a friend's wife, I'll just say it. So she told me if he's outside, the light would be on like this, and I could knock on the window. So I thought, okay, I'll knock on the window. And that's how I would get him to come and let me in.
That's great. That's awesome.
Well, Brian, we usually try to keep these things short, right? It's around 30 minutes, and it's been about 30 minutes. So I think we're about done. Is there any other things you wanted to talk about or say before we end the podcast? Anything at all?
Well, if anybody has a bad day, go get a shirt, put it on a stick, drive a golf cart, and then if you're still having a bad day, get a shower curtain.
Brian, you're the man. Thanks for talking with us. We have really enjoyed getting to spend time with you anytime we get to see you. So thank you, buddy.
Sure.
Yeah, and the way we usually end these podcasts is we say this little line. Ready? So we say, in case we don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.